आवाज सब कुछ प्रॉपर। एक सेकंड को मेरे को लगा मेरा चार्जर कॉलेज में ही छूट गया, नहीं गया पास है।
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning. Come, try some creative cooking. Why do explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
Come, try some creative cooking.
मेल क्या चमक रहा है भाई? मेल दिखाओ पहले। ये कलेक्ट कर लेंगे। सेटिंग्स में क्या है? रिसोर्स कितना है ये? 1.83 GB। अभी करना जरूरी है क्या? मेरे को लगता नहीं। हम लोग भी to access the new version more quickly once it goes live। अरे भाई मैं कल कर दूंगा। अचीवमेंट में क्या है? जो भी हो गया। आगे ये वर्जन हाइलाइट्स। जो नहीं कैरेक्टर आ रहे हैं पता। विश का क्या हाल है? नए कैरेक्टर आ चुके हैं? आना बचा है 15 घंटा है। अरे विचसेट आ रहा है पता है?
Why do new explorers?
मैंने हाल में देखा भाई, विचसेट आने वाला है और अपने पे प्रीमो जमी है। कहाँ से आएगा, कैसे आएगा, कुछ नहीं पता। उसके लिए फार्म करना पड़ेगा भाई, बट प्रीमो जम फार्म करना आसान नहीं है।
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite
बहुत मुश्किल है
beautiful.
प्रीमो जम फार्म करना।
But alas, that is simply not the way the world works.
प्रैक्टिस करने लग रहा था मैं। पर ये वाला क्वेश्चन खत्म नहीं हुआ भाई, कितना मतलब लंबा खींच रहा है। आती हो जवानी।
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
हाँ।
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on it. So, What address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
मतलब हम लेना white hair
What?
to you.
So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here.
Great, well, let me see this
Of
letter.
course, here it is. All yours.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
Kaya ने letter लिखा. It's been a while. How have you been? I have heard that the two of you are traveling in Sumeru, and I happen to be in Port Ormus on official business. Lately, I've been stopping by Dejafur Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side and this letter successfully reaches you, come to me, then we can catch up on old times. We will see a fated encounter.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well.
This is definitely Kaya's side.
From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him?
Well, no harm done. I feel the nice scratch.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then.
Wait till 4 बजे तक वेट करना है.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's...
Tavern का पीछे ही है. दारू पी रहे क्या बैठ के साड़े.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
We have missed you.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her?
You terrified? I don't buy
The
it.
truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced
और तुम
cocktail
भी
was
चलाना
invented.
भाई.
That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
I'm guessing you have been to Sumeru before.
Oh? What makes you say that?
You came to Sumeru all on your own, so you must be quite familiar with the place.
Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And?
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Dawn Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you.
Speaking of Canria, how much do you know about it?
Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to keep me alive, as well as ensuring that I'd be safely cut off from certain things. The thought that I might be able to actually live a happy life there must have been the icing on the cake. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
Albrecht.
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been.
I guess.
Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen.
I thought my sister was.
Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
So what do you plan to do here in Sumeru?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
You have what in
Not
you?
new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
So that was already a thing several centuries ago.
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in a Vidya forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time.
Are you concerned about this?
No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
बहुत बढ़िया.
Seriously?
NVIDIA फॉरेस्ट जाना है भाई हमको कहाँ पे है? चार दिन के इधर. हाँ, इस साइड से जाता हूँ. मेरे को ना प्रीमो जब बचाने होंगे भाई, विकसित निकालना है मेरे को कैसे भी.
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here.
बंजर सकती है भाई.
It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. Well,
खुलता भी है. अरे
huh. There's a
पत्ती
box
वाला
over
दरवाजा.
here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
You sure are going places with your paranoia.
Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken, too. Was this a makeup box?
It's just broken.
That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret. Hey, look! It's a bowl! Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Seems you're right. good nose on you, Dane.
और एक बचा नहीं इन्वेस्टिगेट का। ये बेड।
This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it?
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
ऊपर से खोलना होगा क्या? एक सेकंड मैं बाहर हूँ मुझे बंद हो जाएगा नाइस. ऑटोमेटिक
Monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old.
ट्रिप निकालना है भाई मेरे को.
Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Jane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
अभी एक बारी देखो मेरी पीटी कितनी है उसमें. वेपन जाने पे. हिस्ट्री में जा. बहुत ज्यादा पीटी है भाई बहुत ज्यादा. पूरा एक कप पिएगा.
Right now, right here.
Silence!
Right now. Emerge.
Stay put!
Settle down!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a bonfire over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around.
Light the bonfire. कहाँ पे bonfire?
Overruled.
ठीक है खाना खा के रात हो गई.
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you.
You are easy to please.
Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we? So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
Majority of my time. I get tired by hearing your voice, not hearing, actually seeing your face, seeing your little body. Why are you still here? You just look like a mosquito to me. You make my every day not feel good, but अच्छा ही बोलने का option
Okay,
है.
fine. Paimon should have known you weren't gonna say anything nice. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your sister? The stars?
Okay, the stars like this.
Wow.
We saw all manner of hope and despair. We traveled through the universe always by each other's side. This is the first time we have been
Yeah,
separated.
Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, heavenly principles. And you too, Tavat.
And you
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, 'cause... Alright. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
That's the first Paimon's not going to bed.
Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
Alright.
Nighty-night. Go on, shoo! Off to sleep!
Memories of things that make the mind. We fall soundly asleep.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
हमको धुंधला क्यों दिख रहा है भाई? Paimon छोड़ के भाग गई भाई. बहुत अच्छा हुआ. Look for Paimon inside the house.
Halt! What do you think you're doing? This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone!
I'm only here for information.
Your travel companion? You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
Not so sure. I don't know if I can trust this person. So you mean to say
What
that
business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I claimed this place first. And what I do here, do I make myself quite clear? Leave.
I'm straight about this person? I need to find out what inside.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't think I will have much luck trying to find my companion in the road.
If you must, suit yourself. I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as
Nor
you
will I
please.
pretend to be a saint.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
I was out here all night. I'm cold.
You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay?
Got it.
Come on then.
इसको पकड़ने का चाहिए. Everything?
Mind your own business. Don't worry. He isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold.
You're from Kanye, aren't you?
Huh? You know Conria? Who are you? Exactly. And how do you know I'm from
I'm
Conria?
just a traveler. Your eyes.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I don't follow no god.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies.
Spoken like a Kanye.
That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue
I
to
take it that
suffer
how
like
you have
this.
survived for so long.
The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
So my obvious the cause is. Why did people turn into rituals?
Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
So who is this to you?
He is Kari Bear, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria, by blood, but I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. And then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Kari Bear faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth, all due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him.
What happened to his mother?
She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it.
I know this must cause you pain.
It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Caribert.
What do you plan to do now?
Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Caribert, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined.
कहाँ पे चला गया ये?
Over here.
Crafting bench?
I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Caribert here to Sum. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind. I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work.
Where did you hear of this?
I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the Seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
You know, there must have been a reason it was banned.
What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now?
Alright, don't get too bogged down.
Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality. Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
इसके खुद का हाथ नहीं चल रहा. A mushroom?
Also, do you have any of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses.
I've plucked some before you.
Oh, wonderful! Oh, in that case, we have everything we need. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps.
Synthesize and name this double medicine. Craft करना होगा. यही बनाना है क्या? कोई bonus? Talk to it.
Is it done? Oh, splendid. Let me see. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. The banned book didn't feature any illustrations. Well, The moment has finally arrived. Curses.
Excuse me?
No! We need to perform one final step to complete the medicine. I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its restorative effects. Which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven.
I understand your reluctance. Should I get Nahida to help? Oh, better. I'd hate gods. It could complicate things. I will do
Let's go.
his best.
Bring the medicine with you.
स्टैचू पे जाना है। अबे यार चल के जाना होगा ये क्या साले मैप तो खोल रहा था। मैप तो खोलने का ऑप्शन रहेगा था वो
Look
हो
at
जाता।
this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of wisdom! Look at me! I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul, my son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads, then I bow to you now. I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more. Please, God! I beg of you.
I may not know the whole truth behind the cataclysm, but the people of Canria have always suffered. Why would Canria and the Seven not coexist in peace?
I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day.
Sure you did.
Let's go.
Things will get better. जाना किस तरफ है? इशारा दो। लेकिन ये क्यों नहीं बना मॉन्स्टर? वो बड़ा सवाल।
Caribert?
Seems almost lifeless. Its reaction to everything are incredibly
We've
weak.
prepared the medicine. We might as well try it.
This will help feast and newly made medicine.
Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert. Caribert, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Caribert? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Cory Bear. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please.
It
Please.
stopped.
Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. I was just
अरे अभी मैं
deluding
देखा किसी ने
myself.
सब्सक्राइब किया यार,
The
जिसने भी क्या
gods of this
शुक्रिया भाई।
world have never stood with
कितना
humanity,
अच्छा
not
लगता है
even
जब
for a
एक एक करके
moment.
सब्सक्राइबर बोलते हैं। There might be other reasons it didn't work.
Other reasons. What do you mean?
Maybe it takes a whole course of
Huh.
treatment.
You really think so?
You have to exhaust all options.
Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in, even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100. What difference does it make? I do not lack for time.
That's the spirit. You have no time yet, no hope.
Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated,
Where
but not
did you get that
impossible.
mushroom from anyway?
I grow them in that field.
Wait, in a field like a crop?
The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it.
Right.
There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Cory Bear.
Got it.
Good.
Go to the waterfall and get some water. टेलीपोर्ट का ऑप्शन क्यों बन गया भाई?
Ah, you're back. Cory Bear's condition is stable. By which I mean he still isn't responding. Anyway, give me the water.
Here, water. Strange mushroom watering water. First item, yeah.
I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the
Of
house.
course.
Ah, good. I'll be back soon. The fertilizer won't take but a moment to make.
You wait in the field for it to ripen after a while. The mushroom type of monsters are there.
Transfixed! Right here. Emerge! Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Don't be scared.
What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by myself. I'd have to hide and wait until they were gone. Oh, yes,
ये हंस
I've
रहा है
got
कि
the
रो रहा है? इसकी
fertilizer.
आवाज
The
ऐसी क्यों
effects
है?
can take some time to kick in, so let's get on with it. Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method.
भाई फूल अपने खर्च हो रहे हैं क्या? Hey, stop dreaming.
Oh, sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, my thoughts began to wander. I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again.
You still have Caribou.
I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help once again.
एक और बार स्टैचू पे जाके भीख मांगना है। मेरे को पता है टेलीपोर्ट नहीं हुआ नालायक टाइप।
We're here. Let's begin.
एक और बार ये रोएगा पक्की बात है।
Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Caribou!
He left the
Oh
house.
no! He must have left while we were too busy preparing the medicine to notice. Come on! We have to catch up with...
यार इसका पेट है पनौती है।
That's not Caribou.
No, it's not.
Right. Caribou's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it now as a marker of sorts. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize my own son?
Still this really chill.
Yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the least. It seems intent on walking in that direction. Where could it
Let's
be?
go have a look.
Yes. The more we know about Hilly Churls, the better.
क्या मतलब हम अंदर जाके हमको पूरा गांव मिल जाएगा? पूरा धुआं धुआं हो रखा है यहाँ पे।
Did it go in here? What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never
What are
noticed
those
it before.
villagers doing
Huh. It looks like they're worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal? Oh, there's only one way to find out.
The air here and this creepy scene is eerily familiar. Continue exploring.
emerge. Right now, right here.
लोग पूजा कर रहे हैं और हमें इसको मारना है।
You play.
इस साइड कुछ भी नहीं है, लेफ्ट में ही रहेगा।
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is power?
भाई नहीदा दिखा दो साले पेडोसेक्सुअल। सुधर जा भाई।
Right now, emerge.
Don't be scared.
Lay bare.
बच्चियों को ढूंढ रहा है क्या भाई? इसका आर्कन क्वेस्ट एक तो भाई कितने दिन से खींचे जा रहा है, कब खत्म होगा?
Right now, emerge. Right now.
Stay put.
Settle down.
क्या यार आप, मेरे पास है भी नहीं पता वो कैरेक्टर जो तू देखना चाह रहा है। बच्चों को तो छोड़ दो भाई। ये बंद क्यों है? अबे यार यहाँ पे फिर से कुछ ना कुछ टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स। यहाँ जाना है क्या?
How did I get on the ceiling?
मुझे
Did the
क्या पता
room
साले।
turn upside down? Or gravity itself?
कोई नहीं, याई मीको ये मैसेज मैं ऐसे प्रिटेंड करूंगा मैंने पढ़ा ही नहीं। तू ये ले भाई, तू ये ले, ये चलेगा तेरे को? दरवाजा कहाँ का खुला है यार? नहीं खुला। हेलो काकाशी ब्रदर, वेलकम टू दी स्ट्रीम। स्वागत है। ये भी पढ़ा ही दूंगा मैं यार। अरे भाई ये ज्यादा हो जाए ना, ना इसके मजे ले तू। क्या मतलब ये तेरे को बिल्ड मिलेगा?
It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Hello, hello, hello. Continue exploring. भाई आपका वर्ल्ड लेवल कितना है? देखना पड़ेगा यार। 45 पे लॉक है फिलहाल, मतलब कितना है वो तो एग्जैक्ट नहीं मालूम, पर बढ़ा सकते हो। अभी 50 कर सकते हो। अब यार 50 पे कितना होता है मान ले।
Halt, humans! Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
An episode no, he doesn't look like one from the episode.
Do you insist on an audience? Very well. Then I grant you the trial of destiny.
4-5 हाँ उसी के आसपास होगा।
Foolish mortal! Bow your head.
अबे यार हटना सारा।
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
You play, Europe?
The tides beckon.
Desolation! Suffering!
Right now. Right now.
Witness mine.
उसके एनिमेशन में तो मार खा के मुंडी हिलाई होगी।
Transfixed.
Emerge. Right now.
Settle down.
Run!
I'm always watching. Right here. Right now.
Conquers all!
Stay put. Hey, go away.
Bow your head.
And devour! Who was that? He was...
I've seen similar characters before.
He was a perfect being. I'm in awe.
काकाशी उसके बातें मत सुन।
He had the
बिगड़
most
जाओगे तुम।
wondrous aura, a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing. And yet, you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined.
I just have lots of fun.
Let's continue on. I find myself growing more curious by the second and more...
ये देख बिल्ड नहीं है। लेवल 70 है वो बारह। वेपन भी इसका नॉर्मल ही है। टैलेंट भी नहीं किया है, बस निकाल के छोड़ दिया मैंने। इसका खाली एक ही मेरे पास अच्छा पीस है, ये वाला। बाकी सारे बेकार हैं। मूवी का भी वही हाल है। मीको है थोड़ी बहुत बिल्ड, बाकी लोग नॉर्मल है। मीको का विथ सेट नहीं है, फिर बाकी चीज बिल्ड है तो। फ्री टू प्ले मैंने सिर्फ एक बार ही पैसा लगाया इस गेम में, उसके अलावा फ्री टू प्ले। मान ले मीको सिर्फ पैसे से निकालिए, बाकी सब फ्री टू प्ले। कौन सा डिवाइस है? आईफोन 13 प्रो मैक्स।
made it to the end.
What is this thing? वो उल्टे वाले स्टैचू से रिसेंबल कर रहा है उसको। याए मिको से बेहतर है।
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for a power that you covet? Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner. You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon...
भाई काली वाला क्वेश्चन पूछूं? मेरे को तेरे से वही उम्मीद है। पूछ क्या पूछूं? कैरिबू कर कैरिबू क्या चीज है भाई?
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace.
Are you all right now?
I am. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar.
Something's not right about this place. We need to get out of here.
Oh, is that so? All right. As you wish.
ये आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट चल रहा है बे शायद। और कोई मेरे को भी करना ही नहीं। आर्कॉन है बे शायद। सुमेरो के उधर कहीं।
Caribert! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay.
Why are we back here?
I have a strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
भाई जब लड़के हिलाते हैं तो उसमें अच्छी मारना बोलते हैं हिंदी में, लेकिन जब लड़कियां गिरती हैं तो उसे क्या बोलते हैं? उंगल करना।
I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options. Caribert.
नॉर्मल हो गया क्या इसका बेटा?
Papa?
Caribert! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! Oh, Caribert, my dear son! You see, it worked! Caribert can speak again!
इसकी आवाज वापस आ गई।
Where's Mama?
ये तो साले मैसेज मेरे को डिलीट करना पड़ेगा।
Mama is...
देख लेगा।
Caribert, look at me.
पीछे पड़ जाएंगे लोग मेरे।
Do you know who I am?
कहाँ गया वो रिमूव?
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes! Salvation!
Delay हो रहा है,
Sweet
delay
salvation, yes!
है,
Yes!
थोड़ा है।
This is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Caribert?
भाई खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा, फालतू में खींच रहे पता है ये क्वेस्ट को।
Yes.
नहीदा को बचा के हो गया, उसको उसकी
Feels like
पोजीशन
I
दिला दी,
just
खत्म
woke
कर
up
दो
from
वहीं
a
पे।
long sleep.
ये नल के पट्टे को
I
मैं क्यों
dreamed
बचा
that I
रहा हूँ?
was hiding in a little room.
मर जा
I
साले उसी
didn't
रूम
dare
में।
go out the whole time, and I didn't want to either. Wait. My body! What happened to me? Is this
डीले मेरे हिसाब से रहेगा रे, आधे मिनट से कम का होना चाहिए,
Papa,
कुछ
what's
सेकंड्स का होगा।
happened to me?
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Conria here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky. No more end of the world.
3-4 दिन बाद मेरा BGMI का एक कंपटीशन है और मैं जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट खेल रहा हूँ भाई, बहुत बढ़िया।
In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay
क्या ही
with
प्रैक्टिस चल रही
Papa
है।
forever.
Am I dead?
No, of course not.
Unfortunately, no.
Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. So how could you be dead?
ऑटो नहीं लगा रखा है।
Really?
Yes.
भाई तुम्हारा लक
Really?
बहुत अच्छा है।
You've only just woken
मेरे
up,
पास तो
and this
2
must
5
all
स्टार
be
ही है।
very confusing for you.
भाई
Just
मैं ये
rest
गेम मुश्किल से
here
2
for
महीने से
now.
खेलूंगा ये आईडी में।
Things will get better.
मेरी बीजीएमआई की आईडी बैन हो गई यार, हेल्प करा दो।
And
तेरे को मैं ऑफिशियल
you
पार्टनर
have to
नजर आ रहा
promise me
हूँ।
something.
मेरी बातचीत थोड़ी ना है भाई बीजीएमआई वालों से, मैं खाली टूर्नामेंट्स खेलता हूँ थोड़े बहुत,
Never
वो भी
take
अनऑफिशियल।
off your mask.
लाइक कॉलेजेस सब में तो होते हैं, दूसरे जगह में वहां से इनवाइट
Understand?
आता है तो वही
Whatever
बात।
happens, you mustn't take it off.
ओके
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Not since that day have
5
I
स्टार के
been
मामले में
so
पर लक बहुत अच्छा रहा है, आज
glad
तक मैंने
as I
सारा
am now.
50-50 जीता इस
I
आईडी में।
can't believe this is really happening.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that.
मैं एमुलेटर पे ऑन करी थी गेम और फिर बैन आ गया 10 साल का। 1 सेकंड, एमुलेटर पे बैन लग रहा है क्या? क्या मतलब मेरे सारे प्लान्स धरे के धरे रह जाएंगे?
Once a
3 महीने से खेल
murderer,
रहा हूँ।
always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever offer redemption. But the god we saw in that cave, now that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the Seven. That wondrous
एमुलेटर में पर
power,
बंदे
it was
खेलते तो है यार, उस पे क्यों बैन लग रहा है?
truly enchanting. Surely that must have been the reason I bowed down. Now then, after one beseeches a god, and the god responds by answering their prayers, should they, do something to show their devotion? Piety is hardly my
क्या तुमने
area of expertise.
पैसे वैसे भी लगाए थे क्या
But
गेम
surely
में?
I should honor
भाई
the
मेरा
god that
आईडी
has
लेवल
honored my
लेवल
wishes.
छोड़ दे, लेवल से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा। हैक लगा के क्या करता, इतनी अच्छी आईडी। कुछ सामान भी लिया था क्या? ज्यादा पैसे लगा दिए थे क्या तुमने? That was not about.
A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about him. How dare you utter such blasphemy? You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner. Oh, preposterous! No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I am going to pay my respects with or
ये
without
फिर से
you.
उधर जा रहा है क्या? काश हम लोग इसके पीछे ना जाए। फाइन, गो हेड भाई, गो हेड नहीं, मैं जा ही नहीं रहा। नहीं, ये बीजीएमआई वाले एमुलेटर पे आईडी बैन कर रहे हैं तभी बाकी यूट्यूबर फोन में खेल रहे हैं। अबे यार ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। मेरा प्लान था वॉइस चेंजर लगा के खेलने का, बट मैं दूसरा अकाउंट बना के खेलूंगा। एक तो इस गेम में ट्रैवलर को भी बहुत चूल है भाई, अपना काम नहीं करेगा बाकी सब में टांग अड़ाएगा। इसको क्या जरूरत है वापस नीचे जाने का? वो जा रहा है, उसको जाने से तेरे को क्यों जाना है? स्किप करो इनकी बातें, लास्ट में अपना दिमाग लगाना पड़ता है।
Emerge, right here,
अरे यार
right now.
देखने में कोई फायदा नहीं है, वो नहीं। बूढ़े के चक्कर में आया हम लोग फिर से। उसको पता नहीं क्या चूल है भाई। सब्सक्राइबर देख लो एक बारी कितना होगा। 593।
Emerge, right here, right now. Right here, emerge, right here.
क्या पे भी है? एक तो पता है बीजीएमआई लाइव स्ट्रीम करने का मजा तो आए इंसान को, पर उसमें दिक्कत है बहुत। सबसे बड़ा दिक्कत तो ये कि फुर्सत नहीं आएगा
Impossible!
लाइव करने का।
What happened?
But it was right
The
here, वो statue
Hilichurl
गायब हो गया।
worshippers have disappeared too. Was it all an illusion?
That seems unlikely.
That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future we shall see it again. Could he really have been?
You take a kid who seems to be in a trance, back to a small house, back to the small house. Okay.
Kari Bear? Where has he gone?
He's not in here.
Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of any... This
Maybe
does
he
not
ran
bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest
There's
ranger
no
or...
time to lose.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it.
शीशे में शक्ल देख लिया भाई वो अपना।
Did he?
थोपड़ा देख लिया वो शायद अपना।
The mirror! It's broken!
What does the broken mirror mean?
He
वो सब
must
ठीक है,
have taken
पाइमन था
his
अपना।
mask off. And seen what he looks like beneath it?
भाई धक्का
Ah,
मारना
if he'd
उसके
just
पेट
done as he was told! Ah, we have to find him.
काश ऑप्शन हो धक्का मारने का अभी आएगा चांस आपके
It's his scarf. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on.
स्कार्फ उसका नहीं है तेरी बीवी का स्कार्फ है वो जिसको तू जरा भी मिस नहीं करता
Coribert! Coribert! Where are you? Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have.
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
ये पक्का दांत सुनेंगे
You forest ranger scum! You spawn of the seven are all the same. I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Coribert.
You're raving mad. You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the forest rangers.
Curse you all, forest rangers.
स्टॉप इट धक्का मारने का ऑप्शन नहीं आया
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls?
He'd only just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, forest rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you really take out every last hilly churl you saw?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction, so I left it alone.
That could well have been very well.
Yes! Wonderful!
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
हम ना बोले thanks. यहाँ से धक्का मारेंगे तो भाई बचना नहीं चाहिए जिस हिसाब से खाइए
Coribert! Coribert, stop! It's me! It's Papa! Whatever you saw, it was all a trick. An illusion. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Coribert, come back. It's time to go back. Coribert?
He's not responding.
How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able... Come, Coribert. We have to go home now. Papa's here
not right
to take you home, all right?
What has this power done? ऊपर वाला ऑप्शन अगला गया वो हाथ में चढ़ गई उसके ऊपर देख दो उसको
Papa.
Coribert.
Papa, I can't take it.
Please, Coribert. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
बूढ़े को भी लेके पूजा
It's all too much. Papa.
But what if इसका बेटा मर गया इसके लाइफ में क्या बचेगा
I see. I understand now. Finally, it all makes sense.
हम हमेशा के जैसे बेहोश थे हमारा नल्ला ट्रैवलर बेहोश रहता है What happened? Did I faint? I remember Caliber taking off his mask, but then...
Aha! Traveler! You're awake! Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity
Are you
for some...
okay? मर गया वो धक्का मारना था वो सीन
I
दिखाना
suspected it was you. Oh, from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure.
But I've never met you.
Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberich.
अरे उसका बाप है बे काया का बाप है ये It can't be.
You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, eh? The power inside Caribert and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same. Yeah. I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes.
What happened to Caliber?
That is no business of yours. A sinner. Yes, salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
भगवान जाने वो क्या चीज है Other abyss is sinister and dangerous.
Sinister? Dangerous? Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the abyss. How ridiculous! We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria. To us, you were the abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Conria.
Why did he just call me?
Traveler!
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake! Paimon was worried sick!
ये सब जो भी हुआ सपने में हुआ है
Traveler?
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness?
What happened to him?
You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued.
As usual, घर वालों ने Wi-Fi बंद कर दिया. अब तो
to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again.
I'm back.
Yet his dark legacy lived on.
Nice.
The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of
उसने
his
तेरे को
use
बहुत
of
कुछ हो
abyssal
गया भाई।
power during his life.
इसने मिरर में अपने आप को अपनी बहन के रूप में देख लिया, पता
You
नहीं क्या
could
क्या
say
हो गया।
that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face.
I have a story to tell you.
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the loom of fate did indeed rear its head during that time. And it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path?
I also wish that I could know. भाई कितना याद करते हो याद कर रहा है।
Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began.
Yes,
What is it?
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred. But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here? What? That's impossible. Unless Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curse. This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think. And to search my... We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just gonna leave? Why? You could come with us, you know.
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
The voice that I heard inside my head.
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other detail if the time is right.
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
It was just a man.
I fear that while these things would limit
असली हाँ वो आ रहा है ना नए कैरेक्टर्स वो सब उनमें से मेरे को खाली विचेट चाहिए भाई कैरेक्टर सब बाद में जाए honestly एक चीज चेक करना है कि अभी आवाज सही आ रही है कॉल के बाद क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम खराब हो गई थी और स्ट्रीम में डीले के कारण आवाज सुनने में भी इतना टाइम लगता है ना एंड ये स्ट्रीम की पूरी आवाज खराब हो चुकी है पूरे स्ट्रीम में गाली नहीं दिया पर अभी मेरे को उस मादर चोद को इतनी गाली देने की मन कर रही है ना वो हराम का पिल्ला क्यों कॉल करता है मेरे को ए यार इस बंदे को चैन नहीं है भाई इसने मेरे को कॉल किया पबजी खेलने के लिए और मैं गेम में जाऊंगा ये बंदा 0 किल पे मरेगा ये स्टोरी पूरी हो गई पूरी हो गई क्या? अच्छा, अब नई वाली चालू होगी। और ये भी सुमेरु की ही है, एक और बचा हुआ है। कोई बात नहीं, यहाँ पे एंड कर देता हूँ। शॉप में जाके ये निकाल लेते हैं पहले क्रेट्स। प्रीमोजम से कितने मिल जाएंगे? 6। एंड कितने हो गए? 11 हो गए हैं। एक 10 टाइम कर पाएंगे, कल नया अपडेट आएगा तब 10 टाइम करके देख लेंगे। अभी के लिए स्ट्रीम एंड ही करता हूँ यार, उसने खराब तो कर ही दिया है। अब स्ट्रीम करके कोई मतलब नहीं है, गेम का आवाज ही नहीं आ रहा। उस बंदे को मैंने 1000 बार मना किया, जब स्ट्रीम कर रहा हो कॉल मत कर। चूतिया है। लोग सही बोलते हैं, अपना नंबर किसी को दो ही मत। चलो यार, गुड नाइट सबको जो भी है। अगर कोई अननोन बंदा अभी भी है स्ट्रीम में, नया बंदा, यार सब्सक्राइब कर दो। बाकी जिसने भी आज सब्सक्राइब किया, शुक्रिया। जो भी आए स्ट्रीम पे, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। हम जा रहे हैं सोने। गुड बाय।